Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Final Show Films. I am Sen, your executive producer, and I want to thank you all for tuning in. I particularly want to thank our $12 tier supporters over on our Patreon page at patreon.com/fsfilms, those being Jeremy Alexander, Samantha Bates, and Elle, without whom we won't be able to do nearly as much as we do now. So thank you very much for your support over the years. And those of you that are watching live, please sit back, relax, and enjoy. And we're live.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Pokemon Aftershocks, the Pokemon Tabletop United game we are running here on Final Show Films. My name is Julia of the Zodiac System, and I will be your game master for the evening. I'm joined by a wonderful cast of role players who let me mentally and emotionally abuse them at least, once a week or so, occasionally at this point. And we decided to put it on the internet for all of you to watch. So we will start our introductions tonight with Yuri.
Hi, I'm Yara. I'm playing Annabella Hawthorne, the anxious researcher.
And Jack.
Hi, I'm Jack, and I'm playing Ramon Alvarez, the sassy Pokeball tech.
And Sen.
I'm Sen, and I'm playing Kizuki So, the Pokemon Ranger.
And Eric.
Yes, also known as Eric. I'm playing Gray Snap, the Wayward Chronicler.
And returning after a long absence, Rudy.
Hey, I'm Rudy, and I'll be playing Ian, the daycare trainer.
You did your homework. I don't know if you actually did, but yes, you got it correct.
So we had some technical difficulties last time, a couple weeks ago. We did do the stream until we went on break and realized that we never broadcasted. Accidents
happen. That we
happen.
are streaming now.
Thank you. That is greatly
God,
appreciated.
Twice.
But it was an episode filled with some pretty heavy topics. There was a murdered Team Aqua member who had been found by So, Annabella, and Gray as they were wandering around in Moss Deep. Which led to the investigation of a house of another Team Magma Grunt who had been unwillingly led to do this act through some form of control from Courtney, as per usual, which seems to be her MO.
Psychological ramifications.
After figuring out, pinpointing the killer, our group was contacted by Owie, who provided them with a few Team Magma uniforms for their upcoming infiltration of the Team Magma base. Meanwhile, Ramon was on a date with Steven, who unfortunately had to cut things short around midnight, I believe, as he got a phone call from his mother saying that his father was headed to the hospital, with not really much more information to go on. As Ramon made his way out of the apartment and heading towards the secret base, he was interrupted by Courtney, who... I don't remember the entirety of that conversation because it's been a couple weeks. But did her usual.
She wanted to see who Stephen Strange's new boy toy was.
That's it.
Stephen
Stephen Stone. I don't know why.
No. It's
that mistake
Dr.
was
Strange.
made in game, though.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is a Marvel crossover now.
Yes, everyone knows when Stephen Stone threw his cape on, spun his hand in a circle, and walked through a portal.
Yeah, that's how else are you going to get
that's
to your dad
Courtney.
in the hospital?
Exactly.
Um,
The fact that could also just be done in this game in general.
I'm fairly certain that's hit on a lot of the major points.
Yeah, Ramon popped off and then got teleported back into the beach outside
Ramon
the
told
secret
her
base.
to fuck off.
And then we found Ramon.
We also learned that we also ran into Owie
Yeah.
and
Oh,
got
right, yes.
got the
We got some
Uniforms.
uniforms, but not enough. for everyone.
after for the sake of the audience, so this does not sound all mishmashed. After the date with Steven, Ramon was heading down the stairs to go back to the base, and was accosted by Courtney, who wanted to see who Steven was dating, and was not having any of it because he's tired of this whole thing, and told her the fuck off. Tried to turn his hearing aids off on her, and she said, no, I will talk to you in your brain then. And she teleported him back home afterwards. Meanwhile, our erstwhile investigators, who have found the murder victim, reassured its Pokemon friend, gotten the Pokemon somewhere safe and to get proper medical attention, and located the perpetrator, done enough surveillance to realize that not only is this perpetrator not a willing perpetrator, but the psychological ramifications of being forced to murder somebody are hitting this person really, really hard, as they should.
They're
It
not.
got dark. And now that they have gotten all this information about the crime that they stumbled upon, they also see a Team Magma Grunt on the roof that's running away from them and trying to hide. And they're like, no, what's going on there? And they find that it's Owie, who gives them the Team Magma Grunt uniforms that she's been asked to acquire for our party, and also shares the information that, oh no, it's gone.
Team Magma's secret bases.
Team Magma's base that we are going to go infiltrate is a series of synced up secret base kits that are hidden in the Moss Deep College for the I don't remember what it's actually called, Moss Deep College for the Deaf.
Yeah.
On that campus as bricks in the walls. There's just hundreds of them.
Well, and
they're all synced up to create a giant Team Magma base instead of a secret base.
As I understand, they also are connected. They're also synced up with secret bases in other regions.
Yes.
There's an entrance in the college in Moss Deep, but then exits are in other regions and other cities and other places.
Yeah, they could be
which
literally
helps
anywhere.
them travel.
Yeah.
So we have the uniforms and the information from Owie, and are prepared and have the supplies to do a infiltration.
We don't have enough uniforms.
We don't
got
have
us
quite
3.
enough uniforms because after Owie left to get them gray joined.
And also Dark Ryan, Cresselia.
But they're legendaries, they might be able
But
to
they're
do something for that.
they'll figure that out on their own.
They're already
Time to
making
make a
themselves look however
cosplay.
they want for the human form, so
So we need to get another outfit for Ian and another outfit for Gray.
And I believe we picked up, you guys were heading to bed that night and then picking up the following morning.
The investigators found
Ramon on the beach.
face down on the beach, and asked what had gone on. He gave half of an explanation, declared himself too tired to give the whole thing, and went to bed.
Which is where we left off.
yes.
So Ramon has gone to bed. I do have to ask, is anybody staying up through the night? Is anyone not going to get a long rest?
I imagine Anna stays up a little bit later just because I imagine she's a bit of a night owl to start with, but eventually she does go to bed because business.
I will sit down and update Ian on everything that happened today, assuming that Ian was just sitting by taking care of the secret base.
Sure.
So yeah, some shit happened.
A little bit.
And then I will go, Ian, have we forgotten to introduce you to Gray? I think we have.
I believe so.
Do you want to describe what Ian looks like for Eric?
Well, it's pretty. He's he's pretty simple. He just kind of looks like your average just workout guy. So, he's got a he just looks like he's ready to just work out all the time. Just what was it? Tan. I think he wears like a tan hoodie
Yeah,
with the hood down, beige hoodie, and
under armor visible underneath, as in branded workout clothes, not actual armor.
Well, I'm assuming at this point, I'm pretty sure Pepini's probably evolved, but he used to wear like this little harness that he would carry her in with with him.
This little baby carrier.
But at this point, she's evolved, and she'll definitely have been evolved. She would have definitely evolved, and so that's probably not a thing anymore, unless I find another baby Pokemon to carry around with me. And but yeah,
Entirely possible.
entirely possible.
Yeah, we're level 21, so yeah, it would definitely be a Chansey at this point. Because Happiny evolves to Chansey at level 20.
And one of the last things I did do was buy the stone, the oval stone. I think the oval stone.
The oval stone that Happiny uses to evolve.
Yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely.
But nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
And then Eric, do you want to describe Gray for Rudy?
Sure. I I'm sorry, I started panicking.
So,
Look at your token. Just describe the. I always just literally look at my hero forge and describe that.
Okay. Yeah. Gray white hair, sunglasses, all the time. Started vaping maybe probably recently. Might have had a quarter life crisis about not having done really much anything at all. All of a sudden, it isn't sure if he needs to be wearing tank tops anymore, but he really likes to. Um, 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 let's see. Messenger bag, because of course. Documenting everything because I need to.
If no pics didn't happen.
Exactly.
So some introductions are made. I assume breakfast is being made as per usual.
That was
Darkrai and
yeah.
the following day.
Getting my morning exercise in.
Anna's probably the one cooking.
That makes sense.
Man, sorry, I'm looking. I got a Lego Pokemon, Lego Charizard for Christmas, and I was just looking at the list of other Lego Pokemon that you can get, and the Dragonite has a thick neck. Like, look at that.
Damn.
It's like it swallowed a Pikachu and it got stuck.
I mean, Dragonite
Maybe
is thick.
Maybe it
Dragonite-
has a goiter.
Oh no, Dragonite kind of. It's not. That's weirdly thick, but I think it's the Lego. But like, it is kind of just a straight down on regular Dragonite.
Yeah, no, they are. Meanwhile, the Charizard has. I mean, I
Are you
show
looking?
you. The Charizard has like a weirdly long neck,
Hmm.
just like long and skinny neck.
That is a neck I have only ever seen on giraffes or Elizin.
I like the wings are like this like rubbery material, so they're like little,
Yeah.
they flibble.
Oh, I like
And I've
that.
torn it off.
Oh no!
It's okay, I can fix it.
Congratulations.
Good job, you
Don't
broke it.
break it. That was your Christmas present.
I put it together. I can break it as I please. There, I fixed it.
They're meant to fall apart and be put back together.
Like tacos.
I'll help with breakfast. I want to scramble some eggs.
Fair enough.
Everyone keep an eye on your Togepi's.
Oh, do we have eggs in this world? Do we eat
Yeah.
eggs?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so the assumed the assumed amongst this group is that regular food also exists.
Okay.
I mean, Pokemon are eaten, it's just not something that's talked about.
Yeah. I was gonna say, what was our thing on eating Pokemon again?
Regular
Like,
animal.
Don't worry about it.
Regular food
We're,
has
we're
to.
not going to think
actually,
that hard about it. We're not
Regular
going to think
food
that hard about it.
has to exist, or else there wouldn't be Pokemon that mimics regular food.
Mhm.
They would have nothing
But
to
true.
is
mimic.
our meat?
Why
But
would
That
we have
makes
our
sense.
olives
beef
without
made of
olives?
Tauros? Is our
No.
beef made of Tauros?
No, our
And
beef is made
on
of cow.
top of that, there are olive trees in Paldea. And then there
Not
is
all are
small
Smoliv.
live
Yeah.
that evolves eventually into an
Arboretum.
olive tree that's not an olive tree. There's
Yeah.
a tree olive tree and there's a Pokemon olive tree.
Oh yeah. It was just. But
And,
we
like,
never.
there's-
But are there actual animals compared to just Pokemon, or is our beef Tauros?
There is a Pokemon that looks like that it mimics the look of sushi for survival. They
Mhm.
wouldn't do
So
that
that
if we
means there
didn't
has to
have
be-
actual food, like actual meat like food.
Actual fish to make sushi out
Right.
of.
But is that fish Pokemon or actual fish?
The sushi fish doesn't look like any other fish Pokemon.
Right, but it also looks like a
My-
fillet, a fillet compared to an
Yeah,
actual
yeah.
fish, so it could be a fillet of a fish Pokemon.
My veil is
Don't worry
thinking
about
about this too hard.
Don't worry about it.
Fair.
So I can make some very normal eggs.
Yes,
Yes.
very normal,
Okay.
regular eggs.
There are chickens.
Would anybody else like some normal eggs? Some very regular eggs?
Why do you?
I can
why,
put some very regular cheese onto them.
why are you saying it like that, Gray?
Well, gestures vaguely towards Togepi. I just want to be clear.
I don't think we have a Togepi. Unless you have one. I don't think we actually have a
Gestures
Togepi.
vaguely towards the concept of Togepi.
I was gonna say, do we have a Togepi in the room?
No,
No.
but
No.
when you
Okay.
say
Pulls
it
up
like
photo
that,
on
there you
phone.
go. Yeah, there you go. But when you say
Just
it
want
like
to
that,
be
it,
clear.
but when you say it like that, when you're overly clear, when no one was expecting it to be weird, it makes it weird.
Mhm. Huh.
Because now I'm thinking
Yeah.
it's not a totally normal egg instead of it being a totally normal egg.
They're such normal eggs.
That doesn't help. You're not helping.
I got them out of the
Not
egg
helping.
place with the eggs in it.
that like a grocery store. A grocery. You could say grocery store.
I was gonna say refrigerator, but
This is the conversation that the rest of you wake up to.
Turns around, goes back to bed.
I was-
No,
oh. Oh no, I've been awoken by pedantry.
my pedantometer's going off. I think you find it's a pedantometer. Ting.
Oh God.
But yeah, everybody eventually wakes up. Breakfast is had. as breakfast is being served and you are sitting down, what is the topic of conversation? I know there's a pretty big one hanging in the air, but what is brought to the forefront?
All Ramon brings to the forefront is these are pretty good eggs. And he likes the breakfast.
If I
He is clinging
dissociated
to
away
whatever
from it,
normalcy,
Mhm.
he gets a moment of normalcy before anybody brings up anything else, and he's gonna enjoy it.
hmm
And then he's gonna participate in the weirdness. But first,
Yep.
I've been
We
assured
have
by
eggs.
Gray that they're totally normal eggs.
Totally
Mhm.
normal.
With the moment we're looking at each other, yeah, just a thumbs up. They're good eggs.
So Annabella's not going to bring it up,
Okay, I can't do
though
this.
she is absolutely thinking about and looking at Ramon very concerned.
So she's like, okay, I can't do this. Ramon, what happened?
oh, I spent the evening at Steven's place. It was great.
And what ended up?
And then it wasn't.
Okay. That part.
Something's happened to his dad. I think it was Courtney. Everything's Courtney. It's better to just assume it's fucking Courtney. Because guess who I found when I went downstairs from his apartment? Fucking Courtney. And so I told her how I felt about that. That I'm tired of fucking Courtney. And you know where it got me? Fucking nowhere. Actually to the beach where you found me. And so I just, you know, if you can't beat them, just lay down on the beach.
I feel that sometimes.
What was she? Why was she at? Why was she hanging out by Steven's place?
Apparently, she wanted to ogle me. That's what she said anyway. I think it's rude and parasocial as fuck. And I think she needs to hire somebody to say no to her. I volunteered for the job, but I think she was a little distracted. I expect to hear back from her about that soon, though. I think I'm a foot in.
With a 3 on my focus check, so does not hide the look on his face that after Ramon says, I think she wanted to ogle me, so does not hide the look on his face that betrays the thought of, I mean, obviously.
Here, let me roll to see if I notice.
There's definitely a moment where Anna clicks into the implication of that and goes, that means she knows where we've been the whole time.
It means she knows we've been near the beach.
Yes, but why would she pick the beach if she... That sounds like a message being sent. Because she left you right outside our base.
Well, it was a bit further away.
Not that far, but my point.
Just fuck her.
I got a 6.
That's what I told her last night. I'll tell her again today. If she shows up here, I'll tell her again tomorrow. It'll be good.
That's fair. I'm just saying she clearly knows where we are, so we should be
Ramon
good.
almost notices the look.
Honestly,
So gives it.
I don't know that So would have been trying to hide it. Honestly, like,
okay.
If you always want to take the focus check as the DC.
Okay. Ramon does notice it and looks a little bit surprised.
Literally anything could. So, desperately trying to move the top conversation on. Literally anything that she does could be a message or couldn't be. She didn't drop him in the secret base, or right on the doorstep. She dropped him on the beach nearby. Doesn't mean she knows what a secret base is. And thinking that she does serves her more than it serves us.
Yeah, and I'm not interested in giving her any credit for anything. I am sick of her bullshit. And then he nods as if he's decided his sentence is finished.
I mean,
Like,
that is fair, I suppose.
being
I don't think we can put anything past her, but fair.
being cautious is important, but not being afraid that she knows our every move and has already out 4D chessed us means we won't do anything, which benefits only her.
I'm not saying not do anything. I'm just saying be concerned that she does know where we are. Be ready in case she tries something. She will motion down to her Rotom phone and search for news articles about the Mr. Stone and the Devon Corporation, because Steven Stein is a famous figure.
Mhm.
He's
Yeah.
just been admitted to the hospital, just to see if there's anything up on that.
Go ahead and give me technology education. Or general education. Either one will work.
Both are 2d6.
I assume it's a lower
Navigating news is not a hard DC.
Yeah. Especially when you have a effective AI assistant. And yet,
DC. Maybe Rotom should roll it.
Well, hold on. Wait, can I just like
Do you
I'm
have let
gonna
me help
use-
you with that?
Yeah, I'm gonna use that. I'm not gonna do I have an amazing technology education rank, but I'm just gonna give you a bonus and you have to roll it yourself.
that's fine. Yeah.
My technology is +4, so roll with a +4 bonus.
2d. Yeah. And we can say that's a tech ed, so it triggers. Let me help you with that, I guess.
I mean, she said either one, so
Yeah.
Just minding what Sun is doing this entire time.
Mm-hmm.
7? I rolled the exact same die.
It's enough.
I just point out that you wildly misspelled something. I just think
Yeah.
that is not that's how you spell hotel, not hospital.
It's
And then all of a sudden,
Stupid autocorrect.
No, she accidentally starts typing in French in Colosium because she's tired.
wrong language.
So it seems that he was in a car accident. Currently in recovery after a couple of surprise surgeries to recover. It was a 4-car pileup, but seems to be in recovery, and from what the article is saying, is awake and talking.
What about the non-rich people in the 4-car pileup?
The other
That's
three
probably
were
not mentioned.
the other they do what they do with most poor people. They are a footnote in that story of basically stating that the other three all everybody sustained injuries. Only a couple were major, mainly Stephen's father. And
Nobody died, it sounds like.
yeah, there is no casualties, thankfully.
Everyone seems to be stable. Good to know.
The bread and circus can continue.
Yeah. She'll put Rotom away. Okay.
That was me, by the way, not so. Just for
Yeah.
clarification.
I was gonna say I don't like I love So, but I don't think he's gonna go full ANCAP.
No. So doesn't care. So wants to make sure that all the people in Pokemon that are in his line of sight are taken care of.
Right. If my slightly panicky brain is saying this was a targeted attack, but that's unclear. Could just be a freak accident.
I would love for it to be a freak accident.
If it was
And
a
so
target,
I'm not saying
also
anything to Steven.
if it was a targeted attack, he'd be
Yes.
dead.
Fair.
Do you think it was very convenient that everything got interrupted exactly
Keep vamping.
when
I will be back.
Yes.
Courtney was around?
And she was watching Steven.
Yes, but
Courtney
we've-
got
She's killed a Jenny. Why would she not just kill his dad?
Because the CEO of a corporation is a little too obvious.
Is
Perhaps.
it? No team, at least as far as I'm aware, that has been in Hoenn has ever killed a Jenny before. That's like making a big target on your head already.
Yeah, but if your dad's already dead, you don't rush out in the middle of the night to go see him in the hospital.
No, you rush out in the middle of the night to go see
No,
your
you-
mom.
Or to identify the body.
To be with your. To be
My
with the rest of
point
your
is,
family,
it seems
screaming.
coincident. It seems a little too convenient. Not impossible. Not impossible to be an accident, but just convenient.
Anyways, it doesn't change what we have to do.
No, not at all. Just every bit of information.
Which is, by the way, we need to acquire. We've got 3 uniforms. We need to acquire. Looks at
2 more.
Darkrai, Cresselia, Ian, and Gray. 4 more.
4 more. Well,
Unless
We're
unless the
almost halfway
unless the 2
there.
of you can manifest your own to the legendary.
I was
since GM is
going to
currently
say,
here.
could Cresselia and Darkrai, could they make their own?
We'll find out when Julie gets back.
Yeah.
But
Um,
unless either one of the 2 of you know how to make clothes, like sew clothes,
Well,
I don't know what class feature.
might take a little while. Is
I'm-
there a sewing machine?
I mean, I'm sure we could get one.
Yeah,
We
wouldn't
could
be too
get
hard.
one.
I'm better with making jewelry than clothing.
So remind me how we got these that we have already.
we
Ellie
got
gave
them
them
for
to
us.
us.
My sister.
The
Is
Oh,
there an
met last
alternate
night.
position the rest of us could take?
I wonder if Ramon had any friends at college who did cosplay.
Do you know any of the drama kids? Performing arts kids?
Knowing how dramatic
I
Ramon
say
is,
kids, it's
yes,
university.
Ramon definitely knows some performing arts kids.
I mean, Ramon's queer.
I was about to say
I was gonna
Ramon
say, yeah,
exists in queer spaces.
Yeah,
Ramon
performer,
knows the
yeah.
drama kids.
Yeah.
I've already used those contacts once. I could go enlist the drama department.
As long as they can do it
What are we-
quietly,
That'd be useful.
given
I'm
that apparently the one of the entrances to their secret base is in the university.
Wait. I'm going to need you to run that by me with more words.
Right, you weren't there.
One of-
so
One of the entrances. God.
the Team Magma's base is a unified series of secret bases. One of located in several different places. One of which has entrances in the university here in Moss Deep.
It's a secret base on the
Connected.
university campus.
One of the
Partially.
entrances, yes.
Do you know how much of my time I spent at school secret basing?
A lot, as I recall.
This is a problem.
Especially
We-
when it seems to be connected both by other secret bases and her portals.
It's only a matter of time before a fucking college kid wanders their way ass backwards into a Team Magma base.
Congratulations on figuring out how they do their conscripting.
I was going to say that's a wonderful way to get recruitment, isn't it?
No, it's not. It won't
For
be.
her, not us.
It won't be for much longer. Not if I have anything to say about it.
Oh no, absolutely. I'm just saying it
All right.
would be an excellent way to force recruitment if they just stumble in.
I will talk to the drama kids, but not before I've talked to the dean. The dean is going to make time for me, and if not the dean, I will go to the fucking president of the school. Anybody want to come along?
I would also like to scout out the place before we make our
There's
I'll
incursion.
come along.
There's a
Yes.
difference between the dean and the president of a school.
Yeah.
Are they not
You-
the same person?
Oh, you're not. You're busy being a wild man. You don't know about like normal stuff. It's okay.
No,
I'll help.
What? Yes, I never went to college, but like, I did go to ranger school.
It's okay. I showed you how to open a bank account. I will show you how to walk around a college campus. I got you.
Honestly, you won't be that out of place.
I have swords on my back.
That's gonna make you a little out of place.
To be fair, it is a Pokemon.
It's a
Just
college
take
campus.
the swords and put them in a ball.
It's a college campus, my dude.
Like, put
We had a
ball
kid
around
walk
the
around in a
swords.
cloak at our campus. Just day to day, he had a cloak. That was his thing.
Sounds about right.
We had somebody who went to all of his classes, like between all of his classes, on a Segway.
I went to a
Hell
trade.
yeah.
I went to a
Good for
fake
them.
trade school and not a college or a university, so I have no idea. The closest I've ever been to college or university was when I was an extra on a film that was shooting at the all girls college in Atlanta.
But,
I've only
yes.
been to what y'all would call community college.
For everybody's
Wouldn't.
edification, there are deans of various different like there's the dean of students, the dean of deans of different things. The president of the school is the actual top dog.
The deans are like with different departments
Yeah.
or different like
Or
overarching,
student
like
affairs or
the school of
like,
music, the school of arts and sciences.
Mm.
Yeah.
different departments essentially.
Hmm.
Ramon would be looking for student affairs because this
Yeah.
is not a degree specific thing.
Yes, I would like to get permission from the dean or whoever we need to talk to scour around the building.
You know, I'm not there for permission. I'm there to tell them to fucking change the rules because they're not losing students to this.
I mean, yes, but
My friends still go there.
that's fair.
Yeah, it might be good to just find the place because if we ask for permission and they say no, then they'll have their eye out.
Fortunately for you all, I am literally an official like peacekeeping person. So
This is true. We do
Yeah, I
have
don't know
a
how
fair
they're
bit of
gonna
authority.
say no to us anyway, unless
No,
it's
I
like
don't imagine they
in a
would.
classroom building.
Between being a Pokemon Ranger and credentials is the thing we won't talk about for Ramon's sake.
all right, let's go. I mean, it sounds like you're gonna need
So-
me anyways. So
Yes.
And so we know it's on campus. Do we know where on campus it is or just that it's there?
it's a brick in a wall somewhere.
Possibly I could find it using.
Owie-
You know, that
Owie-
narrows it
Owie-
down.
Owie-
Any
I'm not sure.
non-brick buildings.
Owie told us where it
We'll
was.
talk to
didn't she?
we'll talk to the secret base club.
library, right?
It was in the library. Yeah, yeah. It's a brick
Wasn't
in
it
the
a
wall.
book in the library or a brick?
It was
in
a
the
brick in the
library?
wall in the library.
A brick in the wall in the library.
All in all, just another
Okay,
brick.
a secret entrance to somewhere that's in a library and it doesn't involve moving a book.
I assume that would have been a little bit more
Too
likely
cliche.
to
There's
have
so many-
people
Yeah, that would have
fall
been
into it.
found faster.
It's classic. It's classic. There's
Yes,
so many
that's
floors
why
and
it's-
so many shelves.
That's why
Right.
and so many
everybody
books.
looks there
Obvious.
first.
It's a Gray. It is a villainous organization,
Hmm.
not a love of classic tropes organization.
Mm-hmm.
They want to
So we're
kill
gonna go.
people. Not
Yep.
be
Yep.
talk
Let's go.
stylish.
Let's go. I'm fine. I'm fine. It's
We're gonna-
fine.
I
We're-
love
We're
the
going to talk
library.
to the dean. We're going to talk to the drama kids, and we're going to talk to the secret base club.
And it sounds like you're going to be disbanding the
Um,
secret-based club. So
Yeah, but if anybody's going to be able to help us find this shit quick,
you might not want to after you disband their club. Maybe a temporary
They might
hiatus
help.
rather than a complete removal.
We'll see.
I don't know.
Okay. So you all gather what you need and head to the college. Of your destinations, which is the first stop and who's going where?
I'm going with Ramon to the dean and principal. I have to lend a level of authority to Ramon, so I'm going with Ramon wherever.
Hmm.
do we want to all go to the same place? Or
Because
Do-
you're going to be needed to go to the drama department as well. Because
You-
they know you.
I wonder if I could call a couple friends over, like the friend whose dorm room I borrowed,
Actually, how about
Buggy.
and have them help show people around campus to
how about
if we wanted to split up.
how about you point me in the direction of the dean? You go to the drama people, and nobody go to the library. That way, none of us get ambushed without our combat force being in the same spot.
Yeah.
That way, I can do the official part. You can do
So-
the let's get the people working part, and then we can meet back up together. That way, we get it done fast.
Okay. Anna would go with Ramon to the drama kids.
I mean, this is
Oh.
up to Ramon to decide yet. This is a suggestion.
Yeah.
not a-
If that's the plan we're going with, yeah.
You have to fix this.
know.
You're gonna fix this, right?
Yes,
Nobody's gonna get got.
that's the plan.
He is deeply and fundamentally upset by this goings on.
Reach
Oh.
out and just squeeze your shoulder, attempting to be emotionally supportive.
Ramon, you suddenly feel not happy. You feel content. Just sort of a lack of emotion, but you're okay with the moment. And you just kind of absently look around, and Twilight is just sort of staring at you.
I'll ask her to go along with
She
So
so
she'll not.
and then I'll agree to the plan. I'll go to the drama club.
Yeah, and Anna will come with you.
I like the fairy Ponyta attempting to like it's okay.
Hmm.
What?
Wait, let me stroke your hair. It's the
Uh,
Galarian Ponyta,
Yeah,
Okay.
glaring Ponyta,
which is psychic, not fairy.
psychic type,
but
yeah,
you know,
sorry.
same.
Isn't it both?
Let
It
me
might
just
be.
stroke your hair. Everybody will be okay.
Okay. Galarian Ponyta is just psychic, but I know that Rapidash is also fairy.
Galarian
So-
Ponyta is made of cotton candy.
This is true.
Ian and Gray, you guys want to go with them to the drama club too?
Yeah.
Sure.
I can do that.
All right. So
We don't have a cavalcade of weirdos behind the ranger.
Welcome to college.
I fit right in.
Yeah. Anna's done this one. She knows.
So
Do I have to
You-
pass a security check? I have to now.
there's no like metal detectors or anything like that. You do see like an armed security guard. Not an officer Jenny, just a dude in a security outfit who's kind of like giving you the side eye. But it's very much the college rent-a-cops are not going out of their way to bust every Tom, Dick, and Harry who's carrying something weird on a college campus because
Especially when
college.
it's not open as open
Yeah.
as this.
Well, I mean,
If you did that, you'd be harassing students all day, every day.
especially my thing is like it's the college rent a cop and the Pokemon World equivalent of like the U.S. Marshals. It's like
Yeah,
you
But,
can't
like, it
carry
is
that
a
on
Pokemon,
campus.
you are a ranger.
there is a like you're noticing as you approach the reception desk, like you get about 10 feet away and there's a look of recognition that crosses his face and just kind of nods and goes back to the newspaper in his lap. Okay, is that a yep, that's a ranger coat. Okay, never mind.
To be fair, all right, it's a Hisuian Honedge, which
Right, but it's
nobody
still
will not be as
no, but it still
quickly
kind of looks
identified.
like a Doublade.
Yeah,
Like, you can still recognize it as a Doublade. It's just a weird looking Doublade.
yeah.
Especially when it opens its eyes and looks at you.
I mean, that's old Doublade.
As you approach the desk, the woman behind it looks up. Yes, do you have an appointment?
No, Kiseki So with Pokemon Rangers. I need to speak with the Dean of Student Affairs. It's an emergency.
Okay. Can I have? I have a feeling I'm going to hear the words confidential. But can I have a subject of which to
Confidential.
other than? Okay. She'll turn to her computer, type a few things. Is that meeting over? Oh, that meeting was canceled. Okay. She picks up her phone. Yes, I have a Kiso here with the Pokemon Rangers, and he's saying that he needs to talk to you. It's a urgent affair. Can't get into it. Confidential, classified. Please talk. Can I send him up? Okay, I will let him know. And she hangs up. It'll be about 5-minute wait, but I can show you where his office is.
Please do.
And she flips a sign on her desk to back in 5 minutes. And leads you down a hallway and lets you sit in a chair opposite of a single wooden door that just has the Dean of Students, Eric Martez, underneath.
I'm trying to see if my aura reading can go through walls. Hang on.
I imagine it's line of sight.
It doesn't actually say whether or not it is stopped by walls. So I guess that's up to Julia.
I'm gonna say, that's a tough one because I feel like I've let you see people in buildings before.
I don't recall you having done this.
Yeah, I don't recall.
I'm gonna go with no.
Fair. Is there like a frosted window in the doorway?
Yeah, it's one of those doors that has like the like 4-inch bar of window that's worthless.
I'm gonna just sort of like lean to one side and see if I can detect any aura within the room. Like trying to look through that small window.
Yeah, the aura that you're getting is the emotion that you're getting is distressed.
Is it one person or multiple people?
A singular.
Okay.
So there are multiple aura readings. There is one human reading.
What kind of Pokemon?
There's a Chatot.
Okay.
And a Glameow.
I'm going to use Aura Pulse on the Glameow and just say, why is your trainer so distressed?
Hello?
Just the cat
What the fuck?
Hi, I'm a Pokemon Ranger. I'm just outside the door. Your trainer seems kind of distressed.
Whatever a meeting is that was canceled, it was important, I guess.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm gonna give like the aura mental equivalent of like a scritch under the chin.
It's just good vibes,
Yeah.
thoughts and prayers. Uh, uh, about a minute passes after the Glammeow stops replying, and a gentleman in, honestly, for Dean of Students, rather dressed down, just khaki, long, like full length khaki dress pants and white button up, short cropped red hair. Hello, Eric Martez, Dean of Students. You are Pokemon Ranger. Come on in.
Stand up and Kiso. Follow him in.
A pleasure. He looks down at the ponyta.
This is Twilight.
Pleasure to meet you as well. Thank you. And he will go and sit behind his desk.
I'll just stand
So,
up.
not every day I get a Pokemon Ranger to show up at the campus. What is it that seems to be the problem?
We are
Because I know you wouldn't be here with good news.
sorry. We are operating on a bit of a time limit, but also discovered recently some important information to let you know regarding the safety of the students at the school. I'm sure you've heard, at least somewhat, that there have been increasing activities regarding Team Magma members in the news lately.
I have been hearing a few things about that.
It seems that, according to very reliable intelligence, we've discovered that there is a Team Magma base located on campus as a secret base.
I'm and you're certain of this?
In the library, one of the bricks in the wall.
I can't say.
I'm reading his aura. I want to see if this is a surprise.
Yeah, 100%.
Gotcha.
Thank God.
Yeah, that's definitely something we will have to.
We would like it if no one would touch it. We're in the middle of an operation and need it to stay there for now. But what that means is that we would, if there is a way that you can, without openly and explicitly banning it, because that'll let them know, direct students away from searching for secret bases in the meantime. Or if they must, in a different location. There may be more than one. That's the only one that we've got confirmed, is the only thing.
He holds up a finger. The Glammeow hops up onto the desk and he scratches its back and picks up his phone, dials a number. Hey, can you get a let's see, 2, 3. Can you pull me 4 of our senior drama kids and send them up this way? Whoever did whoever was in Hamlet last semester. Okay, yeah. Hangs up the phone. Fun thing is that with a single closed sign and a couple people in Tyvek suits carrying ladders, you can discourage a lot of people from any place.
That'll work. So tangentially, my team and I are going to be attempting to infiltrate this particular base in the near future. We'd like to know when the best time for us to enter the campus without causing too much of a ruckus while dressed as Team Magma members would be.
Well, the last class of the evening ends at 11:30 p.m. So anytime, I would say after midnight. The library's closed at 10 o'clock anyway, and now that we're going to be just shutting it down for some maintenance stuff, it'll be pretty easy to keep people out of there.
Am I going to
I'll
need?
post a couple more security guards out that direction.
Will I need any sort of key access to get into the building at that time?
Yes. He turns to his computer, starts typing an email. That might take a couple hours. But in the meantime, if you and yours, you said you had a team. If you and your team want to slip in there before we officially close the entire area, I'm not going to stop you.
We're working on a few other things, a few other loose ends and utilities that we're going to need to have before we go in, but hopefully we're going to be going in tonight. So he says, having no idea how long it's going to take the drama team to put together these outfits.
What? You know what? The less I know, I was going to say the less I know about this, the better. But that seems like a bad take.
In this particular case, you should know a bit.
Yeah. I'm not going to ask you to divulge your source. That would be putting someone in danger. But let me just say, I hope you know what you're doing.
He sort of nods. Do you know if any students have gone missing recently, by the way? Or have had any sudden and distinct changes in attitude?
Not that I am aware of. However, we do have a counselor on campus. So I can direct you to her. I don't know how much she's actually able to tell you for confidentiality issues, but she could probably at least give you a number.
Might be good. What's her name?
Her name is Maria Salvis.
I'll write it down, inwardly sighing that it wasn't Courtney something. or breathing, inwardly unclenching, I guess would be the correct term. Just, not Courtney. Because as soon as you said counselor, my brain went, Courtney. All right.
I was the one overthinking it.
So isn't I am.
he gives you some directions for a building over.
Right.
Like building over, third floor, rattles off her door number.
Right. Thank you. And we'll try to.
He gives you a business card that has his name and phone number and address on it, or email address on it.
We'll keep you updated as best we can, and we'll try to resolve this as quickly as possible.
Well, thank you. And if there's anything else that myself or any other members of staff can do, please let us know.
Will do. Thank you.
As you are making your way out of the building, you see two individuals who both have swords strapped to their hips. Like very obvious, like costume rapier.
Yeah.
Who are just making noises back and forth at each other. Without really communicating. The autistic call and response sort of thing.
Yeah.
Oh, I just pictured Sharpay and Ryan from the beginning of High School Musical. The ba 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 ba.
A little bit, yeah.
Like the warm-ups.
Let them pass as I'm sending a message to the others on the Rotom phone. Basically, getting like they're gonna Dean of Students Affairs is going to be limiting access to the library. Try not to talk about the case, so we don't so word doesn't get back to Team Magma that we are coming for them as much as you can.
So that gets sent out.
Make my way over to a
You
counselor.
head off. And our camera shifts over to Team Drama Club. Ramon, it's
I
a
know we're in Paldea.
Thursday afternoon, or it's a Thursday morning. Most likely, they're going to be in the main auditorium practicing whatever show. It's near the end of the semester, so they're probably doing daily dress
The
rehearsals.
big rehearsals.
Yeah. And as you all go in, there is you get to see this college's talent at work. There is extremely well done set pieces, and through what you can tell and the talks that are going around in the costumes, they're putting on a Midsummer Night's Dream.
Probably not a lot of talking, probably a lot of big signing.
True. And there's the occasional object that is thrown across the room to get attention, because that's a thing that happens. But there is a gentleman who is currently in he's just in plain black top and black pants, black dress shoes, but is reciting while somebody on the sidelines follows along signing through one of Puck's monologues.
They're probably all signing because it's a school for deaf people. And thus the actors would also be deaf.
Yes,
So they don't need a translator.
fair.
I mean, they would need a translator the other way around, because presumably not all the people that are coming to see the show are fluent in sign language.
What's often common in deaf, specifically deaf theater, is you have somebody who's either it's not always done this way, but what's very common is to have somebody who's doing a speaking role, and then somebody who's either shadowing that, or not shadowing that, but also playing that part, but doing the sign language, or you have somebody who's doing if you have somebody who can, somebody who's doing both at the same time.
It's probably the students themselves are all deaf, so they're probably signing while speaking, as is often done.
Given the institution, it might be that you have a speaking translator, if anything. I don't know,
A big part of having a specifically deaf college is being able to be in the culture of deafness instead of just having people that know how to communicate with you when you're deaf.
That makes sense.
So it's not about communication. It's about, yes, these are people who understand my culture.
Fair. But as the gentleman on stage finishes their monologue, they stop, look, and there's a face of recognition that crosses. There's a look of recognition that crosses their face. You have no idea who this individual is, Ramon. But apparently they know you from sight. So
somebody's been telling stories. Are there any upperclassmen that I do recognize?
Yes, there is somebody who was in your year and was set to graduate, but decided in the last semester to.
It doesn't always work.
No, it doesn't. Especially when you find another interest that you want to dive into, and start a second degree.
Yes.
I'm
especially looking for somebody that I know who isn't on stage right now.
Oh yeah. One of the gentleman that you recognize immediately, not on stage, but another upperclassman, often went by Talon. He carries a oh god, what are a karambit, the beak knives, and was often, that was kind of the defining thing, because as he stims, he just flips it around his hands.
Oh. I'm gonna go make myself known to him then.
He looks pleasantly surprised, offers a hug,
Obviously.
and then asks you what you're doing here, other than, just visiting the alma mater.
Looking for local talent. Gonna have to recruit somebody handy with a needle.
We have a whole costume crew. What do you need?
They're the best around. We need some of our costumes got like ruined. If I give you the good ones, can you help me recruit somebody to make a couple more?
Yeah, definitely. What are we working with?
I'll take out the Team Magma Grunt uniforms that I've got that are definitely cosplays. Definitely cosplays.
Absolutely cosplay.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Also, am I right to assume that Ramon is translating for the folks that don't speak sign?
Not fully translating, but he will.
Enough for the gist.
Yeah, he'll give you the gist of it every couple minutes. Once, like when they're at a point where it's, and he will explain that his buddies don't sign.
Yes. He just looks at the group of you, gives a wave, and then turns back to Ramon. I see you've made some friends in the hearing community.
I mean, everybody has them. They're everywhere.
This just became, I see you have some black friends. It was really weird.
We've just
almost
become
more
the
like I see you have
straights.
some white friends.
Yeah, I was gonna say we've just become the straights.
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
We're the token straight friends.
They're all over the place. You're gonna run into them eventually. Might as well make used to
it. But he looks these over. You see him, like, he starts flipping it inside out, like looking at. He's breaking it down by the stitching.
Yeah.
I don't think it would be too big of an issue recreating these.
Yes.
Can I ask what for, or?
Menace got a menace.
Another one of your schemes?
There's always another one.
He raises a hand to the rest of the group and just says, "If you'll excuse me, I'll be right back," and walks backstage with uniform in tow.
Always count on your old college buddies.
And he's gone for a few minutes, but comes back with about 3 other people. And two of them immediately just start. They make it known that they're going to start touching you and pull out
Mhm.
tape measures.
Oh yeah, I just stand ready for my measures to be taken. I
Yeah,
knew
yeah.
this was
Oh.
going to happen at some point.
Julia, we would have asked.
Yeah.
We would have. You were away when we asked earlier, but we did ask Darkrai and Cresselia if they needed us to get outfits for them too, or
Are they able to just change their clothes because they're already in taking human shape?
They said that would be preferred, but not necessary.
So
What,
would
getting
they be?
them costumes?
Yeah,
So would they be here with us, or with them?
yeah.
There you go.
What-
Um,
Ramon is internally just dying that he cannot tell his buddies, hey, look, I brought Darkrai.
Mm-hmm.
they definitely
Isn't that
you see
bitchin'?
them both. The people who have tape measures look at Darkrai and Cresselia, and then immediately just turn to the other two in the group that are the other three in the group that are here to get measured.
Just kind of default aura of like, oh dear,
Yeah,
they're a lot.
There's a
that's a
there's
Yeah.
in the game that I've been playing recently, Wuthering Waves. There is a chair situated on a mountaintop that is
Mhm.
that is labeled a chair with a daunting aura.
Yeah.
I feel
Yeah.
like that is Darkrai is a person with a daunting aura.
yeah.
Is it bad that my brain just absolutely went to the toilets with menacing auras Twitter?
But yeah, so the chair it is
The what? The what?
it's-
The what?
so
It's
the
toilets
chair
with menacing auras.
Yeah, toilets with menacing auras. The chair with a daunting aura is a chair is like it's not like a recliner or anything. It's like a 4-leg chair that is like a patio chair, sat
Yeah,
at the top at the highest peak of a mountain in a given area, near the edge, with a sword just leaning against it, as if somebody
Whosoever sits in the chair shall become the king of England.
And whenever the protagonist sits in it, you get healed.
Yep, there we go. Yep.
the protagonist happens to be God, so our guess is that
It's our
it was
chair.
our chair from before. And that's why we get healed from sitting in the daunting aura, and that's what makes the aura daunting. It's God's fucking chair.
And it's it's one of those chairs where you have to be careful getting up or you'll fall off the mountain. Like that's where it's placed.
I love that.
Just hold on a note with that chair. I couldn't do it. I can't sit there.
Yeah, I love that so
hence,
much.
Hence the chair with a daunting aura.
It's not daunting though. It's terrifying.
That's what daunting means.
So measurements are taken. Eventually, Darkrai and Cresselia are also measured, and they say they could probably get you. You need 4 uniforms, correct?
I want to know which of them measures Darkrai's inseam, and how does that go?
Just
I
stares
want to know a
down.
lot about that, but you shouldn't say it on stream.
I'm just picturing like kneeling down, starts to raise the measuring tape, looks up, stops, thinks real hard about it, and then finishes the measure.
Do I really need this measurement? And how badly?
Oh, the things you think about.
They're drama kids. They're thinking about it.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Definitely.
That's a 6'4" being of pure angst. Like, yeah, that is entirely drama kids' entire camp.
Yeah.
Yes.
But
Darkrai might be a drama kid and he just doesn't know it.
He's the Lord of Nightmares. He fucking knows it.
They say they can get you the 4 uniforms done by tomorrow.
Ramon is going to be effusively appreciative of that because he knows that he's been around drama kids enough to know that making up a whole outfit is a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. If you're my friends, you do it the day of the convention.
That's
I
a
was gonna say,
fucking
I've seen-
lot.
If you're
However,
me,
I have seen Drag Race, and I know how fast you can get a costume done if you really need to.
if you're me, you look around at what clothes you have in your office and what you can fake, or what you have
Yeah.
in your closet and what you can fake.
That's too risky, though. We have to get this right.
Ramon is going to get tickets for everyone in the group, including Darkrai and Cresselia, to come see the play.
To be fair, Cresselia would love it. Darkrai would be like, "Why are we doing this?"
What play is it?
Midsummer.
A Midsummer Night's Dream.
Midsummer's Night. Okay. You know, he's gonna get tickets for everybody because this is how you pay back theater kids by filling seats.
Well, I'm already all about this production. I will
Absolutely.
I will go in on the tickets. I'm all about this.
Yeah, Anna's super in. Yeah.
They're 150 pen a piece. They're
Okay.
not expensive.
So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Mhm.
7.
Anna will chip in on her seat if you need that. Like, Anna's happy
That
to.
would be greatly
pay.
appreciated because Ramon is trying to save up 4,000 pen.
Anna is happy to pay. Like, even if the idea was floated of like going to see the show tonight, she'd be like, "Yeah, totally."
I don't know if it's tonight.
Oh,
This is
yeah,
still a
at some point.
rehearsal.
It's
Because they're making it.
It's next week.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
I want
If we're good.
opening night if they've still got that many seats left for it.
They do. They say they have 20
Excuse me.
out of 170 seats still left. So you get 7 of the last, and they have 13 seats left to fill the house.
Anna will actually.
I'll get one
give
for
you-
Steven.
I was going to say
Just-
Anna will also give you an extra 150, and that's for an extra ticket.
Nice. Just in case he's back in town.
Yeah,
You know, he might be.
you never know.
Do they?
Assuming
Right,
you all
so
don't
who's
end the
taking
world
that?
by then.
Who's taking that pen out of their money?
I don't have any, so enjoy.
I'm
Well,
don't
you're
know
not
how
here
to
either.
do
Somebody
that.
else is paying for you.
I don't know how to do money in this.
It's on the sheet. It's the second tab down.
The backpack tab.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I put none of my money in, or my items. Okay, we'll get there.
We'll get there.
We'll get there.
We'll do that later. Yeah.
Yep.
We'll do that
I-
on break.
I-
We'll figure it out on break.
I
Yeah.
knocked off 450 for both me, Anna's totally not girlfriend, and so. Wait,
And
write
it's
down the fucking
150
name of.
each. 150 each, we said?
150 each. Yep.
Okay, so that's you
Right.
guys, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times.
There is one of these people have been asking profusely if there's any like alterations, any customizations, anything that you want done to these uniforms to make them pop outside of what you already have, or anything like that.
Ramon desperately wants to ask to make them pop, but also does not want to wear a Team Magma suit that pops.
Yeah, that's a bad time.
In a
Just-
secret mission.
Ramon walks in fully bedazzled from
Just
head to toe.
rhinestones head to toe. All sequins.
Everybody act natural.
So he goes with no. He goes with no. No, please no. Please no. Please don't. Please don't. Please don't. You guys are fantastic. Love you so much. Please, please don't.
Please stick to the prompt and do nothing else.
Please don't. I don't want to die. He doesn't say that out loud, but it is on loop in his head. I don't want to die. I don't want to die.
It's
I
about
don't want
this
to die.
point you get the text message from Sal.
About please don't let them know what we're up to.
Yeah.
Or rather, don't talk about like the secret base stuff. But yes.
Yeah.
Don't
It should
don't
fit us. We
don't give
haven't.
anything else. Don't give anything else away.
But luckily, we haven't.
Yes. that was a me, the player, going. I should have said this before we split up.
I assumed it was clear, or at least Anna assumed it was clear, but also making sure.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna just go talking about the secret base break, especially because it should have been a secret base book.
And that was also the reason why I didn't want to just like outright ban secret bases on the school, because if we did that, for sure they know they know we know, and they
Yeah.
move it.
Oh,
Well, so
yeah,
we
no,
don't
it's a
even
good thing
know if this
Ramon
is the
did
only one
not
on
come
campus.
along,
Yeah.
because Ramon would have gone in guns blazing, like, holy fuck, guys, look at this situation. We need to overcorrect the other direction.
Mhm.
So
No
it's
secret
really,
bases ever again.
it's really good that
Illegal.
So
That's
handled
so
that
it.
without Ramon's
Yeah.
help.
So as you all get that text message, and the one team has secured new uniforms from the drama department, and the team of So and Twilight are headed to meet up with Counselor. And that is where we are going to take our break tonight. So remember, when we take our break, you take your break, stand up, stretch your legs, do whatever you need to do, and we will be back in just a few minutes after these commercial messages.
And we're back. A dinosaur story.
A Tyrantrum story.
Tyrantrum!
So, as you and Twilight are making your way to the counselor's office, along with the other assemblage of Pokemon that you usually have follow behind you.
Well, they're all in Pokeballs right now because.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Yeah, I assume we're not running around with a ton of Pokemon around right now.
I mean,
Mine are in Pokeballs because I'm on campus, so it's just Murasame and Twilight.
And it only has Crowley out because emotional support animal. It's totally fine.
Because I don't, and very specifically because I don't want the cavalcade of Pokemon that normally follow me being a thing that Team Magma just can follow me and spy on me on.
Yes.
So I've got Murasame literally watching my back.
You were talking about somebody with tons of Pokemon?
Yeah.
Well, that's our boy. Tell us about him.
Murasame is literally keeping an eye out behind me while I'm walking forward, and the only other Pokemon with me is Twilight.
During the walk, Twilight has apparently gotten bored and is just telling you every like short story she knows. She's just gone through The Princess and the Pea. She's gone through Rapunzel. She's gone through a few of the classic fairy tale stories. And as soon as you enter the building, she just goes quiet.
Can I tell why
There's
she went
too
quiet?
much trauma in the mental health department.
You see her kind of freeze for a moment, like at the threshold. Like you know how when somebody's, I call it a brain glitch, where it's sort of like,
yeah, through the aura reader. Is everything okay?
It's very loud in here.
Do you need to stay outside?
No, I think I'll be okay.
Let me know if you need help, okay?
Okay, I will let you know if I get overwhelmed. That's the word Ramon used.
Mm-hmm. One of the ribbons from Murasame just reaches down and pats Twilight on the head. Just a comforting connection to other Pokemon. Does not wrap around the horn or anything. Just pats and then goes back.
Okay, good.
I was gonna say a Pokemon that just hard counters.
You
steal souls.
Stairs or elevator?
Elevator, because I have a horse with me.
Smart.
Little horse. A little horse.
Actually, stairs, and I will see if Twilight's okay with me picking her up to carry her up the stairs.
You see her take a moment. Like it's not like she's roll me intuition.
Yeah. That's what I'm good at. Because this will be good exercise, and I can get it in and take my mind a little bit off the tension. 21.
Yeah. She's embarrassed about it, but is willing to let you do it. This is like you can pick me up the stairs, but don't tell anyone that you did this sort of thing.
She's getting princess carried.
Her aura does shift to happy though.
Yeah. I princess carrying the ponytail up the stairs.
And as you approach the counselor's office that you've been directed to, the door opens and a early 20s, late teens girl steps out, long blonde hair in a braid, just in the trenches of crying and being profusely like calmed down in the moment. And the counselor says, well, we can continue, and you have a session next week. So I just need you to stay on top and remember that you have your pills.
It just instinctively, because so does not like people being upset if he can help. That his the calming aura wave that he does Just
Okay.
immediately trying to provide good vibes just passively.
It takes a minute, but she does seem to calm down a little bit between your efforts and the counselors. She's not a complete blubbering mess by the time she leaves. Still sniffling and wiping her eyes, but
I will offer her a, unfortunately, Pokemon Ranger branded handkerchief.
she'll take it. And the counselor will shoot a look your way after she leaves.
Hi, I'm Kiso. I'm Pokemon Ranger. I don't know if the dean sent you a message. The dean of student affairs sent you a message.
Yes, you are the should have recognized the clothes. I've seen you a lot on the TV before.
It looks down at his slightly damaged outfit. It's understandable that she didn't recognize it.
Please come in.
I will.
The office is extremely barren of any personal effects. There are a couple of framed diplomas from a number of colleges. It looks like if you had to like just quickly looking through master's level in behavioral psychology and a few other areas of expertise, but it has one bookshelf full of just the most personal effect is the bookshelf that is crammed full of different books on trauma, on coping skills, DBT, CBT workbooks, just a whole it looks like she's covered the whole gambit.
Out of curiosity, are there any books on aura?
Yes, there are two. There is reading aura and understanding emotion, and I've started to see things. What is happening with me? A trees into aura.
Nice. What does her aura feel like right now?
Tired.
Is there a black outline on her aura?
No.
Okay, good.
So, you wanted to speak with me. What is it that I can help you with?
Understanding fully that you won't necessarily be able to give me a lot of information due to patient confidentiality, I'm currently working on a case involving a extremely powerful psychic that is performing criminal activities in and around this university and other places. And I am trying to see if there have been any recent cases of students going missing or having sudden dramatic personality alterations that have been brought to your attention. As much information as you can provide me if you have seen any of these happening.
I've had a higher number of students withdraw from classes this semester than usual. I would say about double the amount of people who are withdrawing due to stress and other circumstances in their
And
lives.
he would have opened up in sign whether or not she
Mhm.
continued in sign or not because it's a school for the deaf. So
She's not signing to you. That
Then-
you don't know if that's
if she doesn't sign, then he would continue on in out loud. He's defaulting to signing while he's here.
and a good default to be in.
Mhm.
I have had a few that have been reporting extreme nightmares, night terrors, that I counseled on last semester. Who this is a new development.
When did they start? The night terrors specifically.
About a month ago.
And the students dropping out.
We have a man who could make it worse.
And someone who can make them
How
better.
about we
Yes.
don't?
Do nightmares, if you can share, do any of the nightmares have common themes, common occurrences, any recurring images between different people?
She turns to her computer. You see her work on it for a few minutes in silence. She scrolls over a few things.
So his education is small, but his intuition is big.
It seems like the most commonality through all of the nightmares reported by any of the students that I've talked to is the feeling of enslavement. That their actions aren't their own, that while they're going through their night terrors, somebody else is at the wheel.
Do you use any Pokemon in your therapy?
That's a controversial topic within the therapy community. I don't. There are several of my colleagues who believe that several psychic type Pokemon could help heal a lot of trauma and a lot of psychological disorders. But I feel like, from a personal standpoint, I feel like that sort of interference with natural brain chemistry is it's almost like using a chainsaw when you need a pair of scissors.
I understand the metaphor. He says, with two Pokemon next to him and one hanging off his back. But also Ranger. The students with nightmares, are they also part of the students that have been dropping out? Or are those two separate groups?
A few of them that have withdrawn from classes have the nightmares, yes.
Okay. Thank you very much for your time. If you come across any patterns that you might start to recognize amongst your patients that you feel might warrant further attention, either or aid in a capacity that you don't necessarily have the ability to fill yourself, and he will just basically pull out a pad and write down his Rotom phone number and his name and contact information and hand it to her. There's a lot of not great stuff happening right now, and we're doing our best to help. If there's anything that you know or that you think of later, please let me know.
I don't think there's anything. I'll go back through a few patient files, read. It's been a very busy semester. Not that I'm making excuses by any
No,
means, but
I fully understand. I would like it if you could keep an eye out on those students that are reporting the nightmares about enslavement. If possible, if they live on dorms, keep an eye on them at night. There
Okay.
has been at least one report of someone in town behaving against their normal desires due to the influence of psychics in the area. So, those nightmares might not just be nightmares.
she just holds up a finger and opens a drawer, pulls out a love ball, and releases a haunter into the room.
Instinctually, will tilt ahead and see if this haunter has a fist mark on it anywhere.
No, this is not the same
Good. Okay, good. You're good.
same ghastly that you punched.
Hunter immediately has a trauma response.
I try to keep a few ghost Pokemon around and a few dark type Pokemon on.
One of the sashes on my one of the Murasame sashes just waves at the haunter.
Her haunter grabs the sides of its face and extends itself out about 6 feet to make that smile and wags its tongue a few times before releasing and going back to normal.
I'm sure that'll help. And again, if anything comes up, please let me know. I'll be in town for a while.
Okay.
And hopefully soon we'll be able to resolve the core of whatever might be giving these kids these nightmares.
I hope we can get to the bottom of it.
They'll reach out to shake a hand.
She'll take it.
Again, checking her aura. After this conversation, still tired? Surprised? Any sort of specific change?
A lot of surprise. There's a lot of concern. High anxiety.
Good. That's what I'm hoping for. What would be concerning is if there was no anxiety. All right. Yeah. Excuse himself and head out to meet up with the others.
You all meet in the drama department.
Murasame is floating over to inspect the prop swords. Wherever they may be.
Yes, that's a sword. Good job.
Can confirm a sword.
I just like to think, like one of the kids that has like a sword on his hip, just all of a sudden a dice show just floats over and starts looking at the sword.
Brings
Brother,
out
Trying
a
to do a
thumbs up
play.
emoji.
brother. Oh no, never mind. That's a fake.
I've been bamboozled.
Do you know they're wielding replicas?
Cresselia will look at the group. So next step is
Reconvene outside and go over what we've learned.
Yes.
She skips out.
Follow along.
Darkrai just sighs heavily from the back of the group.
I love how put upon this Darkrai is. He's like, I don't want to be here, man. I'm just here to bitch slap a hoopa. What's like? Why am I here?
Honestly, valid.
Food.
You know, kick ass and chew bubble gum, and I'm all out of
All out of
ass.
gum.
I'm here to kick bubblegum and chew ass.
Yes.
What?
It's the reversal of the Duke Nukem bit.
Yeah.
So I'm here to kick ass and chew bubblegum,
Which-
but switch the verb.
Actually, I believe originated as a Clint Eastwood bit.
That
I
sounds
don't
right
think
to
it
go
was-
into a Duke Nukem.
I don't think it was Duke Nukem first.
No,
No, but it sounds like it's Clint Eastwood sounds like a thing that would go into a Duke Nukem line.
Oh no,
Bam.
it was Rowdy Piper and They Live. That was
Right,
it.
of course
That
it was.
it.
Right.
Which it makes even more sense for it to then be spoofed
Yeah.
in Duke Nukem.
Exactly. A wrestler doing an action movie? Yeah, 100% goes into Duke Nukem.
Yep. Anyways, once we've gotten a little ways away from the place and like duck into an alley or something. All right. So there's definitely some I talked with the dean of student affairs, and they're going to close down the library, make it look like it's under maintenance, so that no one goes in and gets near the one that we know about. I told him there may be others, and to hopefully do something to discourage secret basing. I didn't tell him to ban it outright, because if they ban it outright, then that will let Team Magma know that we're onto them, and they'll move their base. I also spoke with the counselor. It seems like in the past month, there have been a larger number of students dropping out than usual, and a large number of students reporting nightmares about being enslaved.
You think she's using them and making it feel like they're sleepwalking? Or...
Yeah. Either that or
That
on
sounds
their days
terrible.
off. Either that or on their days off and just wiping their memories of it afterwards, and it's staying
Possibly.
behind.
Possibly.
I asked her to keep
Either
an
or.
eye. I asked her to keep an eye on her students if she could while they're sleeping. She's gonna have a haunter take a look.
Ah.
And to let me know
Well, if I see the
anything
haunter
got-
around, I'll let you know what they found.
I confirmed when I looked at the aura of the dean of student affairs. He also didn't have a black line outline, right? Neither one
Correct.
of them. Neither one of them had the black outline on their auras, so neither one of them seemed to have at least the brain bomb from Courtney. And they both seemed genuinely surprised at the information I was giving them. So
Right. Well, that helps.
at least
At least we know the corruption doesn't go to the faculty.
At least those two members of faculty, anyways.
Fair.
The best time for us to infiltrate is going to be around midnight when the last class leaves. And
Makes
they
sense.
can get us some keys. If they, I think he's working on getting us some keys so that we can get in after hours.
We'll have to wait for the costume department to be done with ours
What's the time on that?
tomorrow.
They told you tomorrow morning.
So midnight of the following day.
Seems like it.
Yeah, all right, that'll be good. I'll update the prince. I'll update the dean on that then.
The question then becomes, what do we do until then, if we have a day and a half to spend?
I'm going to check in with the local Jennies and see if there have been any other people reporting either people behaving oddly or missing or people missing. I'm also wonder, Julia, would the Pokemon Center or Nurse Joy's or anybody be people that would also do psychiatric evaluations, or would that be a separate institution entirely?
Some nurse joys are qualified. Some are not.
I'll look over at Ian, who I know has at least some level of medical background because you got a Chansey. Do you happen to know anybody that might work in town that does psychiatric evaluations? Any Nurse Joyce or anybody like that?
I don't believe I do. Would I? What would I roll for medical education or?
Yeah, go ahead and roll me medical education. Just to jog your memory of the people who also
Sure.
have those skills in the area.
All right, 1 second.
I have no idea because I'm untrained in education roles.
Medicine isn't
So
the one
just-
I'm trained in.
Oh, okay, there we go. Just
Yeah, so when you get to
Did
your
that-
skills,
did that work?
you click on the dice, the actual dice number, where it says like some number of d6. And it should give you a pop-up that says that'll give you basically there'll be two different pop-ups for modifiers. You just hit OK through them, and then it'll roll.
okay, there we go. There we go.
Is your medicine education, your Pokemon education the same rank?
No, Pokemon education is higher.
It was medicine education was what you wanted to roll.
Okay.
I mean, unless Julia thinks Pokemon education might also give you a clue.
Did I roll? Oh, did I roll Pokemon education?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry about that.
No.
I got a lot of.
It's all right.
I still got a lot of stuff open, trying to
Yeah, all good.
level everything up. Let
You're
me
good.
do that one more time. Medical there. There we go.
13?
Still good?
Yeah. Specific psychiatric care. You know that there are two nurse joys on staff here. One of them deals with mental health. So might be somebody who does psychiatric evaluations in the area.
Actually, yes, but I do believe one of the the Nurse Joyce here should specialize in that at least somewhat. So that's our best bet.
What I'd like to do, if y'all are okay with it, is check in, have some of us go check in with Nurse Joy, and some of us go check in with some Jennies, and see if that is being replicated in the town at large. If more people in Moss Deep are reporting these nightmares of enslavement, or if there are more people behaving erratically or disappearing. I want to know if there's more, if it's affecting the town as a whole.
If I like I like your idea. May I offer a third additional option?
Go.
We're in Moss Deep. The gym leaders here are psychic type. I believe it is canon that they are both psychic.
Yeah.
Yes.
Tate and Liza are both psychics.
They're gonna make us fight, though, aren't they?
I mean,
I haven't had many good
I
experiences.
would like to at least talk to them.
I haven't had many good experiences with gym leaders in my life.
I'm not a trainer, but if it gets us the information we need.
All right. Who wants to go talk to Tate and Liza?
I would like to just out of curiosity. If they make us fight them, well, I guess I'll have to do
Come
it.
along just in case.
Okay.
Would it be more helpful for me to help to meet with them or to talk to the Joys?
How about Gray and Ian? You two go talk to Nurse Joy.
Mm-hmm.
Annabella and Ramon, you want to go talk to Tate and Liza, and I'll go check in with the Jennies.
Sounds like a plan.
Sounds good to me.
That way, everyone's with a pair, and I can handle myself. So
Keep in touch.
we'll do. Man, if only you could like mind link us or something, that'd be great. As he starts to walk away.
Not within my skill set. I know what you're trying to hint at.
I was trying to give Julia like a really appropriate
Obvious.
thing, and
Sorry, I was over here looking up information about Tate and Liza that I'm going to need if they're
Fair.
involved
Yeah.
in a scene.
fair.
What was the?
They literally do the twin telepathy bit, is generally my understanding.
Yeah.
As he was walking away, so to because Annabella said stay in touch, and so to Annabella was like, if only you could do the mind link thing, and started to walk away.
That's why I also slow rolled. They're not within my abilities.
I could send I could share senses with one of my, or even one of.
It was just a bit because of
Anna's
process.
telepath.
Okay. Never mind then.
That was me attempting to give the game master a toy to play with more than anything else.
Yeah, the very obvious, like, he has a good time.
So I have to ask what group is going there.
So Annabella,
Ramon and
Anna are going to
Annabella
see
were
Tate and
going-
Liza. Gray and Ian are going to go see the Joys.
We're seeing the Joys, or a Joy. Is there a specific Joy?
a specific
They're
joy.
just
They're-
all joys.
Yeah.
The Psycho Joy.
Well, yeah, but there's a specific Joy that's in this town that has more psychiatric training than the other, which is the one that Ian.
and
recognize.
I'm going to go talk to the Jennies.
Yes.
So Ramon and Annabella. As the two of you head towards the Moss Deep City Gym, there's a gentleman standing outside who asks if you're here to do the gym challenge.
Not if we can help it.
We're actually here to speak with the gym leaders about something fairly important.
Well, I mean, nobody's on the chopping block for Battleham today, so why don't we go in there and see if they're able to talk to you for a little bit?
Very well.
So he just pushes the door open and signals for you to step inside.
We'll go in.
Oh, you know what I should be doing?
What should you be doing?
Hang on. Hold.
Oh, music.
Hold.
Oh yeah, that'd be nice.
Don't you hate it when you
Oh.
forget music exists?
Yeah, you know?
So as you step into the gym, it is an open expanse with multiple platforms. And each of these platforms are set with rings with looks like computer programming code going around the rings of the platform, and they're lighting up randomly in different patterns. And you see the gentleman that you had previously interacted with simply pick up a stone off of the ground and chuck it at one of the platforms, and it stays lit up. You're still gonna have to do your way across the gym to talk to him, but as long as you tell everybody you're just here on official business and not here to actually go up against them, you should be able to go right on through.
Thank you very much.
The server's going to refresh for a second because it didn't have my headphones set as the default device, and it won't let me change it. So
Weird.
y'all will
Interesting.
y'all will be kicked out for just a second.
Yeah.
Please continue.
So after you guys hop around on a few platforms,
I will admit I forgot it wasn't a slider maze like it was in Ruby Sapphire.
no, this
They
looks like
changed
you
it.
guys are going to have to be doing either some jumping or figuring out how to make these things activate to teleport.
All right, back up.
Give me just a second, let me get-
now.
Back
Yeah.
in.
It's back up now.
I was going to say I have a few possible options for that. I can levitate. And I can move. I can make other things float as well. So if Ramona needs flying up there, actually, what's my weight on that? Actually, I don't know how much I can actually move.
I wonder. Hold on. Let me check my features real quick. I might have something.
Yeah. If not, I can probably just make them. I can also just try and help them go with, work out how to make them go. But
Are y'all hearing the music at all?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm not hearing anything. Which means the audience isn't hearing anything.
Weird.
Huh.
I'm not hearing it either. I just got back in though.
Power capability
know.
equal to their focus rank.
Is Little Tree
Nope,
strong
there it is.
enough to help me with the threaded capability?
What is Little Tree's power?
3.
I'm looking at the power table now because I gotta look
Thank
it up
you.
for myself.
Pokemon with this thread capability may make a threaded shift as a shift action. When a Pokemon targets an object and shoots a strong, thin line of silk or extends a vine from themselves. I also have the ability to, using Little Tree's help,
There it is.
create gadgets that benefit from the threaded capability. Explicitly what the feature says they do mechanically is AC4 static attack against them as standard action. All hit targets become stuck and trapped for one full round. But that mean that that's what they can do exclusively, or is that what they do mechanically? Could I use the spirit of that to get
Make like a
myself from
web.
platform to platform?
Yeah, basically become Spider-Man.
I think so. Just go ahead and have Little
Oh, no,
Tree
wait, hold
give
on.
me.
Never mind. I can actually. You can feel more confident in that ruling if you want, because it says you create main or offhand equipment items usable by trainers that grants the user the chosen capability.
Okay.
So I have threaded now.
Yeah, so you have
Just give me
you basically have
give
web
me
shooters.
8 minutes to
Yeah.
sit in a to fiddle with some junk out of my pocket. And then I will be able to slingshot my way.
Let's see. I was gonna say also Power 3 has a drag weight of 200 pounds. Annabella
Yeah,
has
probably.
a effective power of 5 because of her focus rank, which is 360 pounds. So she could just like put a hand on Ramon's shoulder and just go,
Just carry Ramon with you.
yeah, while she's
Yeah.
flying too. Yeah, either
Feel
or.
free to
But if
do
you want
that.
if you want a Spider-Man, go for it.
No,
Go for it, 'cause it's
I
cool.
love the idea of Ramon is halfway through solving this problem, and then Annabella just already had a solution, and we never needed him to spend 8 minutes
I know,
making
but I
a
don't want you to.
gadget.
I don't want to stop you from doing the Spider-Man thing because it's cool.
Also,
Yeah,
no,
but
not
that one's
also
funnier.
not Spider,
Funny, but
not Spider-Man thing, Galvantula Man thing.
valid.
What?
Technically, Ivysaur Man thing.
Well, because
because
Galvantula is an electric spider in Pokemon, and
Mhm.
Ramon is an electric wizard. So Galvantula Man.
He is a conventional man. Yeah.
As you go to put your hand on his shoulder, Ramon, Jack, what is Ramon thinking as soon as he realizes that
Yeah,
he's
there's
being
a good time.
levitated and there was oh, there was another option.
first it's a lot of technical. At first it sounds like technical jargon, but then you realize it's just technical garble.
Yeah, it's
Like
technobabble.
like when you know the jargon, but really all you're saying is put the thingamabob in the
Yeah.
woozy watchy.
It's when you know it so well, you start making up your own lingo because it makes
Yeah.
sense
Yeah.
to you in the process. Yeah.
Mhm.
It's
And-
a faster word to come up with
Yes.
while you're trying to put the thingamabob in the woozy watchy.
Yes, exactly.
And then just looking down and what happened to my toes?
Oh, sorry. Really quickly, Rudy, because I realized that you might have been getting that audio way too loud. If you need to adjust your personal volume for the music, go to the tab that has the little music notes and set
I
your
did.
user volume controls down. Typically, I'll say like 10% on the music side, and then that's a good listening volume for that to be in the background and you still be hearing everything.
I did lower it though.
Cool. Just want to make sure.
Good.
So
But yeah, Annabella, so you hear this in your head.
Her hand pulls away immediately, just out of like, oh, well, that's weird. And there is like you drop like the inch or two that you were off the ground. It doesn't. Yeah.
You hear the sound of breath escaping someone's lungs in a grunt as he lands on his feet, having not realized that he was going to need to land on his feet.
Mm-hmm.
And then he just blinks at you.
That was odd.
I have a feeling we're not talking about the same thing.
Oh no, that was intentional.
Yeah, I sure hope it was.
Maybe I should have given you warning. My apologies.
I mean, it's not as long as it's intentional, it's not a big deal.
Oh no,
But
I
don't
was
do
going.
that by accident, okay?
That I was trying to float us up there, but when I went to touch your shoulder to do that, I'm pretty sure I heard your internal technobabble.
Ramon looks absolutely bamboozled by this and does not know what to make of it. And then looks intensely embarrassed because of that fear that I don't know if everybody has it, but I certainly have it. That, oh,
People know what
hold
I
on.
was thinking
What
at any
if the
given moment.
person across the table from me, or what
Knows
if
what
that
I'm thinking.
stranger over there could suddenly read my thoughts? Oh no, must get thoughts under control.
Mm-hmm.
Ramona's just going through a mini existential crisis about that. Real quick.
That is why when we are in crowded areas, even though it pisses a lot of our headmates off, I will just scream as loud as I can in my head. And I look
Anyone
around
can
to
hear
see
you.
if anybody's
Did
listening.
anybody notice?
I have never once been worried about someone being able to read my mind, because if they can read my mind, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
you
that's
did
their
that
own
to
problem.
yourself.
You done fucked up, Ron?
Oh no! But when it happens to me, it's when most often it's because there's somebody that I'm very attracted to in the nearby area, and so
what if they can
like,
tell?
oh shit! What did they just pick up on?
Don't
oh my
think
god!
of them with their pants off.
Then
Don't
I
think of them with their pants
I
off.
start thinking random things with exclamation points at the end.
Oh, I
That's-
just hope they start liking karaoke. Because that's what's going in my head half the time. It's just random songs.
If you
I'm
just,
like,
as a
okay,
word of
they're
warning-
just looking forward, so it's probably fine.
Yeah.
as a word of warning, if
Like,
anybody
it's so
suddenly
stressful.
randomly develops the ability to read minds, don't touch mine. You won't like what you find in there.
First, consent. Second, please don't.
And
Just you don't want
I
that.
don't even give a shit about consent at this point. You are taking that damage on yourself. I'm not to blame for what my brain does to you.
I don't
There-
blame myself. I just
Emotional.
get stressed about it.
Yeah.
There's
Oh.
more than me in here. So if they want to read my mind, they have to talk to the dragon. That's their own problem.
But yeah, no.
That's not going to go real well.
Yeah, you
Anyways,
folks who just have a nice little fix for it. I just have to stress about it for 3.5 minutes.
Well, anyway, that was
yes,
a nice
so-
Anyway,
tangent.
Scream 2.
Is there going to be another floating anticipated this time, or
Yeah.
Ramon will offer his arm,
She'll
so that we can do
take
this
it
intentionally this time.
yes.
And he'll tuck his half-finished web shooter back in his pocket.
If it helps, I
We
think
can
that
finish
was
that
going,
later.
if it helps, that was going to be an interesting idea. But we are on a time crunch.
I'll pull it out later.
It's a surprise tool that will help us later.
Actually, will be quite useful because that sounds awesome.
That sounds really cool.
I cannot get over the idea of the Mouse Cthulhu guy as an Eldritch Horror entity.
it's just
I know people who consider themselves warlocks of the
Just-
Pacts of the Mouse.
no, it's just
No.
like you just picture like on an average street, everybody's walking around going about their things, and everything freezes, and then Cthulhu just walks down the street and picks a person up and puts it in a bag while saying, "This is a handy tool that will come in useful later." And then continues walking off screen, and then time resets, but that person was never there. What are you talking about?
Campaign where it's like the 3 to 6 people that got picked up, and those are the main characters.
Congrats, you have. That is
You are
a.
the mystery Mouse Cthulhu.
Congrats, that is a really good Lovecraftian short story.
Look, I run Call of Cthulhu for a reason, and it's 'cause this is
Understandable,
what my brain
yeah.
does.
I was like, that's a good Call of Cthulhu one shot right there.
Anyways, continue.
so as you guys make it takes you about 5 close to 10 minutes to just float between the about 10 platforms in here. And as you guys land on the last one, two doors slide open and 2 figures are just bathed in light from behind as a set of teenagers walks out.
Real
both
quick before the conversation starts, Ramon leans over to Annabelle and says, "Flight was a little bit cooler than gadgets."
um
Just real quick.
The two of them are both in matching blue track outfits with red lining and a red Pokeball emblazoned over the chest. Tate has hair done up in a nice samurai bun, and Liza's hair is in a similar bun with a large bow.
It's just a top
But the
knot.
two hanging pieces of her hair reach down to about her stomach. And they both hold up Pokeballs and look at the two of you.
No, thank you.
We're here to discuss something a little more important. Apologies for getting your expectations up.
In unison, they both go, "Oh, thank Arceus." You two are here for really important reasons. How
Wish
can we help
weren't.
you? Those who live in historic times always wish they didn't.
Cruel words right this moment. Where I'm sure you got the message from Professor Oak and every other, probably other organizations.
Yes, the
Oh,
International Pokemon Defense League, correct?
I guess the
Yes.
gym leaders should be. I sure hope at least the gym leaders signed up to be gym leaders.
True, says he. I think this is a massive overreach, but I don't want to.
Wasn't it?
We should not comment about the affairs of foreign nations.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna talk to the news when this is all over and tell them all about Professor Oak's army. And then let's see if he gets canceled.
I still think this is a fairly large deal, considering this is affecting multiple regions, but
Regardless, you have a full goal and motive other than informing us that of what we already know.
yes, I was just checking if you were aware, and obviously were. That's not a problem. Because of the situation with Courtney and her newly found abilities, we thought it would be a good idea to check in with anyone who has psychic abilities to make sure to get a grasp on what's happening to the people here in Moss Deep. We have in good authority that Courtney is psychically controlling various citizens, even students at the university, into doing her work inconspicuously, even not to their own knowledge. So I was wondering if two of the more powerful psychics on the island had have any insight on anything strange happening.
It seems best case scenario for Courtney's victims are they go and do shit stuff while they think they're dreaming and then go about their lives. And worst case scenario is they get kidnapped, get a bomb put in their head, and have to be a Team Magma grunt.
There's a lot going on.
For the first time, you're noticing the series of large speakers that are set behind them and above the area. One of them just crumples in on itself and falls into the abyss.
Which one of them just got very angry very quickly?
Tate. Neither of them show any expression.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
That is very loud and very obvious.
Yeah, Anna feels that wave of psychic energy, and there's an instinctual flinch just from both from the loud side of the speaker crunching and the psychic energy.
Ramon shuts the fuck up. He just stands there and looks around him.
Ramon,
And
learning
stays
about
very still.
consequences.
Okay. I try not to be a pure moralist, but this is disgusting. and downright, frankly, against the laws of human nature and should be stopped.
Ramon comes up with a sass and it stays inside for maybe the first time in his life.
To be a little less dramatic about it, we're here to help. Point us in a direction.
Thank you very much. I don't suppose either of you have just heard or felt anything recently in general? Is out of the ordinary?
There have been a few big psychic bursts lately in the city that we've picked up on. We haven't really investigated it. They're too sporadic to keep track.
Mhm. We're looking into situations mostly at the university. We have a very good authority that there's a base hidden, at least partially, in the university. Facial distortions leading it could be, parts of it could be anywhere. It's a long story. But, sorry, was I about to be...
No, you're good.
Yeah.
I'm thinking over here out loud. You're good.
Yeah, making sure. If there is anything you sense in large bursts out of the ordinary, or just strange in general, I can give you my number, or I don't know what your psychic communications are like, but please let me know. Just any surveillance on these kind of things is extremely useful.
Of course. We'll do whatever we can to help. Tate reaches into a pocket and pulls out a Pokeball. And just walks over and holds his hand out in front of Annabella.
She takes the hand, she puts the
Mm.
hand out, and
He drops an Ultra Ball into your hand.
she tilts her hand. And this is okay, so this is the question. Is there a way to see what Pokemon's inside a Pokeball?
Theoretically,
some,
yes,
yes,
because you
some
can.
universes
but-
there is.
Yeah.
Because in the manga universe, you can see into the Pokeball. Like, it's partially clear.
And that's the what I like to do, honestly, because other than different Pokeballs, if you have 6 Pokeballs on your belt, who the fuck do you know? How the fuck do you know you're grabbing the right one every time?
Yeah.
But the Pokemon that you see is a Gardevoir.
Gardevoir. Alone, I assume.
Yeah.
Fair
Oh,
enough.
no. This is, I am lending you this for help. And she will be able to get to me faster than you can get to us.
Right. Not a problem.
And
So the idea is when we need help,
If something happens, let her
we
go
let her
and...
out.
Yep.
And Ramona's still being quiet.
Yeah, not a problem. Thank you very much. This is extremely useful.
And Liza just kind of leans around while Tate is interacting with Annabella, leans around Tate to look at Ramon and says, if you need boots on the ground to help, I know we're young. We pack a hell of a punch.
I think it would be. We've got some extra boots. And I think it would be nice to have some extra boots in town.
And do.
They're targeting people at the college.
Well, Tate, you want to go to college? And that's where we're going to end for the week.
Say goodbye,
Say
everybody.
goodbye, everyone. Bye.
Bye.
Gute Nacht.
Goodbye.